What if they gave a convention and no one came? Well, okay, a lot of people came and then they left. Damn you, Hurricane Gustav. And by hurricane, I mean the hurricane formerly known as Gustav, now just a tropical depression. I had a tropical depression once. It was in Key West. I cured it by getting drunk at strip clubs. Of course, that might not work in this case. So Gustav means no Cheney, no Bush, at least not in person, and surprisingly little McCain. A lot of journalists with an overly tapped story, a lot of protesters looking for something to protest. You did get Fred Thompson, which was nice. He's my favorite actor / politician, now that the guy who played Gopher in The Love Boat's no longer in the game. And somewhere, Sarah Palin is drooling over a map of the Alaskan oil preserve while a campaign worker cobbles away at her Wikipedia entry. Meanwhile, the news media keeps talking about anarchists and their secret cabal and all their organizations. I mean, aren't anarchists by definition going to have a problem with, organizing? Since when did we fear anarchists anyway? It's been at least 100 years since anarchists held any sort of serious social status. I always figure modern day anarchy to be like socialism was for me in the 80s. You did it for a week or two till you moved on to the next youth trend. For me, it was Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Maybe if we called them aging hippies and punk kids who worked at co-ops, they wouldn't be so frightening. Then again, maybe they would. The thing is, anarchists are scared. They think their world's going to hell and they need to do something about it. So they make signs and chant, and some of them get out of hand and do something stupid. The cops are scared. They think their world's going to hell and they need to do something about it. So they work proactively to keep the peace, and some of them get out of hand and do something stupid. The city's scared. They think their world is going to look bad on TV and they need to do something about it. So they work extra hard to maintain order, and in the process, some of them get out of hand and do something stupid. Joe Public is scared. They think their world is going to hell because they see anarchs and police fierceness, and they don't need to do anything about it because it'll all just work itself out. So they watch CSI something or other until the whole stupid thing is over. It seems to me that fear is a lousy method of making choices. It's all very divisive, but isn't that the point? It's hard to win when there's no one to be against. Of course, in life you can't win anything. The only reward comes in the playing. It's a bit like slot machines, where statistically you're guaranteed to lose 15%, yet people keep playing absolutely convinced that they are winning. I guess it's a matter of perspective. Given that we live in a globe, left eventually becomes right, and vice versa. Perspective can be hard to attain, for that matter maintain. Anyway, I gotta go. CSI starting in a minute. Nighty-night.